Wright Pearson could score goals, and he scored goals like no other hockey player who has played high school hockey in northern Connecticut. From a very early age, Wright fell in love with hockey. When he was 6 years old, his parents took him to a Springfield Indians game, and from that point on, he was hooked. Unfortunately, at that time, there was nowhere for a young Suffield boy to play hockey except on local ponds. But the Pearsons were fortunate enough to meet some of the Indians players after that one game, and they talked his parents into sending Wright to their hockey camp that summer. Wright's interest and ability in that camp persuaded his father to do something about the absence of youth hockey in Suffield. He and 6 other Suffield families started the Suffield Flyers Youth Club that same winter, and hockey took off in town. When Wright was 10 years old, legendary coach Larry Green became involved with the Flyers and helped lead changes in the organization that had a tremendous impact on Wright and all of the youth players for years to come. Wright began to blossom, and at the age of 12, he played for the Hartford All-Star team against some of the best talent in Connecticut and the country. The team played over 70 games that year, and Wright Pearson was now fully immersed in the world of ice hockey. In his freshman year at Suffield High, Wright made the varsity team and was thrilled to play for the man he had idolized since he was 7 years old, Larry Green. Green had developed a team at Suffield High School even with no support from the Board of Education. It began as a club team and became a varsity squad just before Wright's freshman year. Wright played as the second-line center in his freshman season and was able to learn from playing with another Suffield legend, Bobby Hinckley. He finished third in scoring on the team that year and in the top 10 in northern Connecticut, having scored 4 goals against rival Enfield High. The team made the Division II state tournament but was knocked out in the second round. In Wright's sophomore year, he led the team and northern Connecticut in scoring and was named team MVP. He was first team JI All-Area and second team All-State. By Wright's junior year, he was recognized widely as the best scorer in northern Connecticut and once again was named Team MVP, JI All-Area, and this time first team All-State. He again led northern Connecticut in scoring, and the team made it all the way to the Division II semifinals, only to lose to downstate power Notre Dame of West Haven. But the pinnacle of Wright's career was during his senior year. Larry Green had decided the team needed to play stiffer competition in order to be ready for the tough state tournament competition. He knew the final record may not be as good, but felt the team would be tournament ready by playing Division I powers, Hamden, Fairfield Prep, and Notre Dame. Wright injured his ankle in the 7th game of the season and had to play with it taped up for the rest of the season. Despite this, he once again led northern Connecticut in scoring and scored his 100th career goal halfway through the season in a 5-1 victory over South Windsor. The team waltzed through the Division II tournament, beating larger schools like Notre Dame, Greenwich, and West Hill of Stamford by a combined score of 27-5. In a 7-3 championship game victory, Wright scored 5 goals. One former teammate noted, "Without Wright, we were a really good team who probably would have been state champions that year. But with Wright, we were an absolute juggernaut that basically made a shambles of the state tournament." Wright was named Tournament MVP, Team MVP, First Team JI All-Area, and First Team All-State for a second consecutive year. In his 4 years at Suffield High, Wright dominated the scoring records in northern Connecticut high school hockey. He set single game, single season, and career scoring records that still stand today. His 37 senior year goals were more than several Connecticut teams scored that entire season. And Wright did not do it against only the weaker teams. He did it against everyone in the state. As one opposing coach, Tony O'Dearna of South Windsor, said, "Wright scores against everyone. You can't begrudge him anything." Another former teammate said, "I played hockey against some of the best players in the state, including Craig Janney and Brian Leach, and I have never seen anyone who could score goals like Wright Pearson. It was almost uncanny. If you got him the puck anywhere near the net, it was almost an automatic goal." Wright also played baseball in high school, batting over .300 his junior year. However, he didn't play his senior year as he wanted to concentrate on ice hockey. After graduating from Suffield High, Wright attended Westminster School in Simsbury to hone his grades for Division I colleges. However, by the third day of school, he contracted spinal meningitis. His parents were told the survival rate was only 20%, but Wright survived. Yet the disease affected his motor function and slowed him on and off the ice. He was still the leading scorer that year for Westminster, but was not the same player. He took a year off from hockey before attending Division II Westfield State and playing there for a year and a half. Wright now lives in Maine with his wife Midge and their kids, Mark, David, and Jessica. Congratulations to Wright Pearson, a 2014 inductee to the Suffield Athletic Hall of Fame.